Welcome to Reread. We have one short story to get to before we get to a big series here, and it's from Star Wars Gamer number 5. It's from Elaine Cunningham. It's called The Crystal. Very short story. In fact, I don't remember much of it, so rereading it is things like only 5 pages long. It takes place during the end of Young Jedi Knights. They're still celebrating their graduation as Jedi Knights. It says that in Young Jedi Knights, but I think this whole short story was meant to be a retcon in a way, because in New Jedi Order, they're all apprentices under different Jedi. So it's like, wait a minute, didn't they graduate in Young Jedi Knights and now in New Jedi Order they're still apprentices? What's that mean? Well, Elaine Cunningham spends a lot of time explaining that after they all graduated, Luke always told them that even though, you know, they have the honorary title of Jedi Knight, they have the lightsabers, they're not full Jedi Knights. They still have a lot of training to do. And it makes sense because he said, you know, I called myself a Jedi Knight, you know, during Return of the Jedi is what he was talking about, back when I made my first lightsaber, yet I still had a lot to learn, which is true, So in a way, it does make sense and kind of smooths the contradiction over from the last book in the Young Jedi Knight series and then the first book in the New Jedi Order, where we see all the characters a little bit differently. Jacen isn't disfranchised in the Force right now. He's excited to be apprenticed to Luke, as is, I can't remember right now, Tenokal, Lobaka, who cares? I don't know. But Jaina got apprenticed to Mara Jade, but Mara says, well, fly around in an X-Wing at first. I don't really understand this, but she gets in her X-Wing, has an adventure where she encounters a cyborg and a Z-95 headhunter, escapes the cyborg, makes it back. Han's like, what happened? And then she tells him the story, basically, or begins with it. Do you know any people, cyborgs with chrome heads and blah, blah, blah? He's like, yeah, why? She's like, have I got a story for you? Or she said, well, it went like this or whatever. That's kind of how it ends. And I mean, it's okay. It's okay. It's not that big of a deal, I don't think. Oh, and why is it called The Crystal? I couldn't remember. And here's why. At the very end, Mara Jade goes, have you named your ship or something? I can't remember. There's something about the name of the ship. And so she hands her a crystal. And she goes, Crystal. And it's italicized. Is her ship's name Crystal? What is the crystal? Why would she give her a crystal? Did Jaina ask for a crystal? Is it the Caliber crystal? Why do I keep answering questions with a question? Overall, the story is basically skippable. I mean, I get why I honestly believe they did it just to do that little retcon, because a lot of people read New Jedi Order and going, wait a minute. At the end of Young Jedi Knights, because remember, the new generation was reading New Jedi Order right after reading Young Jedi Knights. I can't tell you how many people I spoke to who had started with Young Jedi Knights and jumped straight into New Jedi Order. So those people are probably making comments going, hey, I thought they were Jedi Knights. Why are they training again? So Elaine Cunningham wrote this little short story, stuck it in the Star Wars Gamer, and they said, there, that's why. I'm fine with it. I'm fine with it. Do you need this story? No, not really. Nothing else happened. They don't even explain what the cyborg was doing there, really, or why it was attacking Jaina. They give a reason, but it's paper thin. And I don't really care about that. The story overall is like, so you just wanted to write a story to do a retcon. I get it. And it's filler for the Star Wars Gamer, so who cares? It's extra EU. Anyway, though, it's not necessary to track down if you don't have it. All right, folks, that's it for now. See you next time.